Hi everyone, and welcome back to One Connected Love. I'm Daniel.
I'm Christina.
And we are twin flames in harmonious union. We are here to present today's twin flame union energy. In this reading, we will be using the Whispers of Love Oracle deck
By Angela Hartfield.
All right, and we've already pre-shuffled the deck, so let's go ahead and get started.
All right. So the underlying energy of the reading is do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. Yeah. And so, yeah, this card is about really, showing love to other people, giving love to other people,
Yep.
sharing yourself.
Yes.
Right? And why is that important?
Because sharing love, giving love is what everything is about. The only reality is love, right?
Yeah.
Only love is real. And in order to give, by giving, you receive. So it's like a win-win for everyone, right? You give, and you expand love and receive love through giving.
Right, exactly. So that's the underlying energy of this reading. So the overall union energy right now for the collective is have faith. Trust your faith in this situation. So already the message that I'm getting from this reading is that you have to give without expecting anything in return.
Yeah. So
right?
how do you do that? What does that mean?
Right. And so what that means is that you're giving from a place of already knowing that you're completely provided for. Right? If you're giving by expecting something, if you're giving in order to receive something in return, you're making that person your source.
Right, so you're not truly giving.
Right, exactly. And so to truly give, you must do it from a place of love. And it must be a place of unconditional love.
And only for love. Right?
Exactly. You're just doing it because it's what's right, it's what feels good, you know, not because you think you're going to get something out of it. And so, yeah, like the underlying energy of the collective unions right now is to have faith. And so, yeah, like I think what this could also mean is, even if you've been like giving or you're in a situation where you've been working towards something and like it's not working out, first and foremost, in order to be able to give from a place of love, you must understand that you already have everything that you need, right? You're always being perfectly provided for. And so it's not about what can I get, but rather it's about, I know that I have everything that I need. And so everything I'm doing is just a celebration of the love I feel.
Right. And also on top of that, God created us all, together. And you can check out our other video, The Importance of Spiritual Community. It's important to give because God shares through you uniquely, in a unique way. And you have pieces, that other people need. And they have pieces that you need. And any one person doesn't know everything.
Right.
There's a reason why we share and a reason why we give, because we all help each other grow and we all help each other expand our consciousness and essentially build a relationship with God, right? Build that bond with God. Yeah, and so I feel like what I'm getting from this card is have faith, that you're already provided for, and it's safe to give of yourself. I think some people, there's a fear there of being vulnerable. But in giving unconditionally, it's okay to be vulnerable, and it's safe to be vulnerable because you're fully supported and protected by God.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so the divine feminine energy, the block that she's working through right now, is spiritual connection. This relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Card number 27. And yeah, it's funny that you just mentioned vulnerability, because that is the big fear that many people have regarding connection, right? Is in order to truly connect, you must be willing to be intimate with somebody and
authentic.
Yeah. And so what does intimacy mean? It's it's allowing someone into your heart, right? And so, it's allowing yourself to be really seen, right? And so, the divine feminine is working through deeper layers of allowing the relationships in her life, especially her relationship with the divine masculine, to be more intimate and to also allowing herself to be seen. And this requires that she see herself, right? Sometimes in deepening and intimacy, you're going to see things about yourself that you might not like. And that's actually those are just illusions to be cleared. And, divine truth of who you really are is there to be claimed.
Right.
Right?
And just parts of yourself to love deeper.
Exactly. Yeah, and so there's nothing to be afraid about in being seen, right? And allowing people in.
Right, and going a little bit deeper, what it means, to not be seen is when you're coming from an inauthentic place, and you're wearing, I guess you could say, putting up a facade.
Yeah.
Right, in your just behaviors or whatever.
Right.
But this means giving freely, giving authentically, giving openly, just giving love.
Right, and it's being willing to share yourself, actually, and that requires you to make connections and be seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and so as she moves through this block, the energy that she'll come to is slow down. When you're excited, you get ahead of yourself. Take some time to allow things to unfold. Yeah. So what I get from this, especially as a resolution energy for clearing that block, is I think it's something to do with finding balance, right? It's important to relax into the flow of your relationships, right? And you don't need to force your relationships or even get too excited about a relationship. And then when it comes to the relationship with the divine masculine, I think especially what this is speaking to is as the divine feminine begins to open up, her, let down her walls, open up, in the connection, she might she might have the tendency to open up too much too soon, right? And it's okay to, and then kind of maybe leak her energy a little bit, right? And so I think it's important to relax into the connection and allow it to flow at a natural pace. Yeah. There's no rush to make anything happen.
Right, and I think that, what I'm getting in relation to that from this card is that, our spiritual teachers, they taught us that, Jeff and Shaleia, they taught us that it's not about the end goal, it's about the journey, right, along the way. Relationships with other people are meant to be grown, and they're meant to, like you said, unfold naturally.
Right.
And, rushing a relationship can another way of putting that is putting expectation on relationships, and that's what causes taking in relationships versus giving. And as a result of clearing that block, I feel like the divine feminine will understand relationships deeper, and be able to ease into them naturally rather than making it a forced relationship.
Right. Come into the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's check out the divine masculine's core block that's coming up right now. Love who you are, card number 8. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I think this is really hitting on a theme right now in consciousness, which is choosing to engage with life. Right?
Yes, yeah.
Loving and accepting who you are. The divine masculine is really, if you've seen in our recent readings, there's a lot of becoming clear about who he is. Right?
Right. Yeah, there's just like with the divine feminine, the divine masculine also has like societal expectations placed on him. Men are expected to like be a certain way, behave a certain way, support a certain way. And this is really about getting in touch with who you are as a divine masculine and really just loving yourself unconditionally there. It's okay to release those pressures on yourself, those expectations on yourself, and really just get to the core of who you are as a divine masculine and really just love yourself there unconditionally.
Yeah. And as he begins to really love himself and love who he is, he can actually love other people and give to other people from a more genuine place and love the divine feminine.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so as he works through that energy, express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them.
Yeah.
Card number 19.
Yep, it is all about giving. So in realization of who the divine masculine is within himself, and loving himself unconditionally, that means that he can then share love unconditionally and give it to everyone.
Right. And he's going to be able... Yeah. Like he's going to be able to do that in a much more genuine place.
Genuine and sustainable. Like a sustainable place.
And he's going to find that as he can do that from a more balanced place, the depth and the richness of his gifts is going to expand.
Right.
Right? Because when you're doing things like hard and fast, you're using a limited life force to do it. But when you're doing things from a sustainable place, steadily, you're actually tapping into the abundant, like, universal life force.
Yeah.
To do things.
The infinite life force.
Exactly. Right. And so he's going to find that as he loves himself more and feels more comfortable within himself, he doesn't need to, like, force giving. And he can actually give from a sustainable place, and that's going to result in much deeper and richer gifts.
And deeper relationships.
Exactly. All right. And so the resolution energy for the union is I love you. These are very important words. Card number 20.
That's very warm.
Yeah. Yeah. And what I get from this is just deeper and more appreciative relationships.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It's like the end result.
And it really, like, the only reason you might be experiencing relationships that are not loving in your life is because you believe you're not allowed to have them.
Right.
And so as the divine masculine and divine feminine heal through these blocks within their union, they're going to find that their love deepens and there's much more appreciation and love within their union, you know?
Yes. Yeah, that's beautiful. I feel the exact same thing. It's really about deepening their relationship with themselves, deepening their relationship with love for themselves, and in doing so, they can have deeper relationships and deeper giving to everyone. Yeah.
And because they've given themselves permission to receive more love. And when you give, you receive at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we hope you enjoyed the reading for today. If you're interested in watching more videos, go ahead and like and subscribe. Check out our website below, oneconnectedlove.com. If you're interested in getting private twin flame coaching or private readings, we have those services as well. So as always, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you soon.